Yes, people, welcome back. Well, hey, listen, your Friday just got better. Not because of me, because of this guy. Your Friday just got better if you're into sports, if you're into whatever. Because we around the leagues should be, it could be around everything. 'Cause we dabble in everything over here on a Friday afternoon or Friday night, 5 evening. But big up, broski Gianni. Man. What you telling me? You good, yeah?
Yeah. Like I was telling you, it's 80 degrees in Chicago. Gonna be a fun night tonight. So
80 degrees in the windy city in April. It's not a bad deal.
nah.
Yeah, that's not a bad deal. I'm not gonna lie. That's unseasonably warm? Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's still cold.
Yeah.
It's still normally like 40. It's still normally anywhere between 30 to 45 degrees right now.
That's what we got. That's what I'm at. That's what I wake up to. I'm still going to the gym in a full hoodie, hat with the headphones on. And we haven't the groundhog hasn't really been kind to us over here. We're still trying to struggle to get up to par. But yeah, man. Other than that, life is good. This might be the only time you see me and Gianni smile for the weekend. Still, because we are in a precarious situation that we didn't need to be. However, before we get into all that, Champions League quarterfinals happened this week. Were you surprised that Atleti dealt with Barca the way they did?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Because, not one bit.
Yeah, because it seemed to be like I actually had picked Atletico to go ahead in the tie, to win the tie, but that seemed to be controversial at the time. There's something about the Barcelona high line or the way I don't want to say they don't defend, but the way they choose to go about defending is damn near suicidal. I called Hansi Flick the German Ange earlier on in the season. People were like, and this is why, bro. They play so high, and I get it. You have to play sexy football if you coach in Barcelona, but surely, because I don't think Kerbasi is shit. I don't think Carallo is shit. But in league goes, man, and there were glimpses of it when they lost 3-0 at Chelsea. And they just keep on keeping on, man. And that's going on 10, 11 years now since they haven't won the Champions League since Louis Enrique left there.
11 years. 2015 was the last time they won.
So is he safe?
Yeah, he's safe.
You think so?
He's safe.
How is he safe? And Xavi Hernandez won this. He won La Liga and he was up out of there.
When Xavi got sacked the second year, it was because they fell so far off. It was didn't Real Madrid have the league won by with maybe 6 games left or something?
No, Xavi won the league. He won the league the one year he was manager.
He won the league, yes. But then he was the manager because remember, Real did a double in 2 and 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle year, Xavi won the league. And then the following year, they did the second double, and that's when he was sacked. And then they brought in Hansi Flick. And Flick has had them locked down. Listen, he's got Spain locked down right now. So I think he's safe. The question for Barcelona is a better question to ask. Who do you get in to replace him? When we have this conversation with Arsenal, who do you get in to replace Hansi Flick if you sack him? Because they're not taking Arteta.
I wish they would. I wish they would.
They're not taking Arteta. So it becomes who? Mauricio Pochettino's going to go to Barcelona? That's going to be a flop. He'll get exposed.
He said he never would because he managed Espanyol. Like he said those words out of his mouth. I don't know how much stock I put into that.
Yeah.
But part of the sticking point was Xavi, that his last year when he got sacked, it was still the old format where third team in the Champions League fell down to the Europa League.
Mm-hmm.
They had fell down to the Europa League and lost in a home and away tie to Man United. And I think that's what did him in.
Oh, yeah.
But Flick, man, 10 years, 11 years now with no Champions Leagues for Barca. If someone told you that 10 years ago, you would have been like, because I don't even think they made it to a final since then, or have they?
No,
I don't think they have. Yeah, so they've been nowhere near it, and this is entering dangerous territory.
The furthest they've got since then was the semifinal against Liverpool that they blew.
Yeah. So yeah, the 4-0.
Yeah.
That is crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Big up to Mateo, RSV.
Big up, RS.
Dre says show of the week. Yeah, man. We're glad we could be of service. Big up BBK and Gianni. Big up to you, man. Hey, look, you're far too kind, Toronto Gooner. You're far too kind. And Big Bro is always way too kind.
Big
Big up
up.
to Stooge
Big
saying
up.
it is 24. So what's that? What's that, like 70?
Yeah.
Stooge, we're still imperial over here, man. So we're still behind the curve. You know, you know what's weird? Like when I go to the UK, right?
Uh-huh.
They you go to the gas station, they use liters and shit,
Mm-hmm.
but on the roads for speed, it's still miles.
Really?
Yes,
Hmm.
on their roadways, like unless they have changed it.
It's not
AJ
kilometers?
and whoever else is in the chat right now who live in the UK. I swear when I used to frequent there, that man used to have it's both on the damn motorways. It's 110 and it's miles per hour, but they use liters for metric for everything else. It's weird. I don't know if they fixed that up yet. Sammy is in the house. Big
Big
up
up.
the football rig.
Big
Great
up.
show earlier, my guy. Uh, Sammy thinks we're gonna do bits this weekend. I don't know what he is on, but yeah. Champions League quarterfinal, man. Barca, they're out of it. We're through. We got Atletico. Some part of me is telling me that we can shit house our way past Atletico. What you saying? No chance. No.
No chance.
No chance.
No
So
chance.
1-1 coming back from the Napolitano. Because I think if we're down, I think if we're 2-1 down, we're in deep shit. I think if we draw there and come back to the Emirates, we have a chance. And I
Mhm.
think I can see him shit housing the way to the final. And we're getting punched up in the final anyway, but I can see him shit housing the way to a final. I can't lie.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
With what offense?
Now, the Champions League, bro. The same offense we used to get by. It was a Kai Havertz and Martinelli link up.
Brother, Atletico Madrid about to have something for that ass. Atletico Madrid's about to have something for that ass. You're you're fucking giving us too much credit, man.
Well, there's no credit for the weekend because this weekend I think we're getting punched up. But
I think we're getting punched up in both.
Yeah,
brother. What is Atletico Madrid going to do anything differently than Southampton or Bournemouth? They're going to play. They're going to play the exact same game. The only difference is you got 10 times better players on Atletico Madrid than what you have at Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Arsenal against Barca, it fits us better to be more defensive against Barca. However, you run the risk of Barca smoking the shit out of you 6-7-0 on aggregate scoreline with the way that we've played, right? But it fits us better defensively. Yeah. Atletico, the onus is on us to go forward. They're going to play typical Diego Simeone, sit back and defend, 11-man defending, and then break when you can. Bro, if Ben White or Mosquera is the one guarding Lookman, it's a problem already. If Calafiore is the one guarding little Simeone or Baena, it's a problem. And that 19-year-old at Leverkusen gave all the problems in the world to Saliba and Magalhaes, who we don't even know how healthy they are. And now they're going to have to go up against Julian Alvarez, Sorloth, or Griezmann in any combination of those three. I don't see it. Yeah. I don't see it. I think Arsenal is going to have 70% of the ball of sideways passing, and once they make a mistake, Atletico is going to kill us on the counter, just as we saw with Bournemouth and Southampton. I really don't see it. The only way I see us scamming out against Atletico is somehow the corner kicks come back. Because this offense is so dead, it's not even funny.
You think they're going to let us have the ball, yeah?
100%. They're not going to. When has Diego Simeone ever played possession in any big game for Atletico?
The thing with Atletico is, and I do hear your shout about Barca and how they play that would give us a chance in behind because they just choose not to defend. Not saying that they can't, not disrespecting their defenders. What concerns me about Atletico is that they can play football when they want to play, but they can get in the mud with you, and they can wrestle. They can win so many different ways. Barcelona only know how to win and play one way. That's why I feel, but emphasis on the shit house part. I really believe it. If we get to the final, it's going to be a complete shit house. It's not going to be kind of like how we were shit housing our way to the Premier League title. It wasn't because we were pulling away from City because City were great. It just really City drew 2 games with Nottingham Forest and West Ham because we've been shit housing our way to this point, and now even the most positive of the positive are coming to terms with it that the shit is over. But yeah, I see a shit house. It has to be a shit house. It's not going to be, oh, where was that performance been? No. That shit that we saw at the Emirates when we actually outplayed them in the league phase, that is far away from what we're about to see in 2 weeks.
And it's almost poetic that it's the same scenario as it was with us against PSG as it is now with Atletico. Them getting Lookman makes them a completely different team if you look at the way they attack. If you look at the league phase with that Nico Gonzalez, whatever the hell he was trying to do in that game, he was part of why they look so weak on that left-hand side. They're a different team. This Ruggieri, this Italian left back kid, another one who was left off the team, by the way. Just wanted to get that in there. Another one, big up Miss Molina. He was left off the team. He's been playing lights out for them. Hanko, the center back, was out with a quick injury for the game against Barca, the second leg. So Lenglet's not going to be there. I just don't see it, man. I really don't see it. Bro, we're now tiptoeing on the talks of Saka's got an Achilles problem, which means he's gone for the year. And they're just quieting it down. You and me know. We watch NBA. We saw what the Achilles did to Kobe. We saw what the Achilles did to KD. Got to come back a year later. And then the worst thing with the Achilles, which is more than the ACL, is you're scared to push off with that leg.
Next.
You're even more scared to push off after an Achilles injury than you are an ACL. So Saka's done. Saka's cooked. Unless Saka's going to become a secondary striker or a false nine, I don't see where Saka is going to do anything. So now we're already coming to the conversation that we had about Aubameyang now with Saka, another massive contract that we have to figure out how to move on, whether anybody likes it or not.
Yeah.
And again, if we're looking at it, we're relying on a 16-year-old to maybe get a bit of magic in us shithousing our way past a much more experienced team when it comes to shithousing. I just don't see it. I think Atletico, it's 11 guys behind the ball. Arsenal, if you want to play sideways passing for 90 minutes, you can. You're bound to screw up on one turnover, and that's the problem, to, like you said, with Atletico. They'll not only get into a fight with us and get physical the way we like to get physical, but the other problem is they're better with the ball on the ground than we are. So that's the problem.
Yeah. So AJ confirms they use liters at the pump, but then you go drive miles per hour. So you might buy the liter, but your car get miles per gallon. It's bad. But yeah, I hear the Achilles shout because like Arteta words, like I read a quote from him. He said he's been carrying the Achilles injury for some time. I was like, this motherfucker. Like, who plays 90 minutes in a final on an Achilles, bro? This is criminal behavior. This is borderline negligence or medical malpractice when we get into this type of term. And Achilles, you played 5 90-minute games in a row to include the final. Like, what are we doing? Like, brother, come on, man.
Do the athletes, if Saka retires early, the contracts over there aren't guaranteed like they are here in America, right?
I think they have, like in the NBA, they have the medical exemption where it doesn't count. There's a percentage of it that will count towards the salary cap, but they don't have a salary cap. So it might, because if it's medical, it might be like don't count fully towards the PSR or the FA, whatever. I need to do more research on that, but it's a problem. Like, we're looking at some Marco Van Basten type shit here. You know what I mean?
If he's gotten to kill, and here we still don't know what the hell's going on with Timber.
Yeah, I think he's done for the season as well.
Brother, if Mosquera is your starting right back against Lookman, I'm sorry, bro. I'd be betting the house on Atletico across 2 games. Yeah. Especially if we go down by 2 goals at the Metropolitano, there's no way. Yeah. There's no way with how dead our offense is. There's no fucking way we're coming back from that.
No way. I hear that. Now, on the other side of the bracket, PSG Barca. No, that's a football. Because I'm at the pub and I'm watching their game, and I'm watching the Real Madrid game and the other game. And brother, I swear every time I looked at the TV, the score changed. Every time I looked over, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And like in our game, but that's who you got coming out of that side?
PSG.
PSG, hands down.
PSG.
Is it clear cut or Bayern has a puncher's chance?
Bayern has no. I think this is going to be what's his name? Not Andre Ward. Mickey Ward and Arturo Gatti type of fight. This is just going to be all out over 2 games. I think it's whoever. I honestly could see this being an aggregate of like a 6-5.
Shit, man, I'm here for it.
I think we're about to see one. I think we're going to see a good semifinal matchup between these two, but I just don't think. Like, I respect Bayern. I respect Bayern a lot. I just think PSG is hitting the same heights that they were last year right now. You know how, like, we always say, it's not the best team. When we talk about American sports, it's not the best team on the record list who's going into the playoffs and who's the hottest team going in. I think PSG is the hottest team right now. They're starting to hit form. They disrespected Liverpool. Let's be honest. Liverpool should count their blessings that it was only a 4-0 aggregate scoreline. That very well could have been 10.
Yeah. It could have been a Bayern versus Atalanta type thing. It could have been. Yeah. But while we're over there, and big up to the chat people. I see all the questions and don't feel put them all in. I see the NBA questions. I see the NFL stuff. This is around the leagues. We'll get to it. You know what I'm saying? But while we're on the football part, part of the segment of the show is called Fair or Foul, which is the part where I get to ask Gianni dumb shit, and he tells me if it's fair or foul. While we're on football and Bayern, fair or foul, Olise belongs in the category with Lamine Yamal as a right winger.
Fair.
That's fair?
Fair.
I got told it was foul, and I just seen this boy go to the Bernabeu.
By who?
Everybody.
By who? Who said that was foul?
Group chats. The ones that I'm still allowed in. We'll talk about that offline. But yeah, I mean, why doesn't he get the
because they hate on him because it's the Bundesliga.
But Bayern isn't a small club though.
That's what I say. Listen, for me, the best wingers in the world right now is Olise, Yamal, Vara, and Rafinha. Those are the 4 best wingers in the world right now. Those are the 4 best. I don't see where I don't agree with that. Yeah. I think Yamal's different. I think Yamal and Vara are different compared to the other wingers, but Olise is right there with them in that. Olise, I want to see Olise. He's what is it? He's close to what's it called? But he's close to passing Messi's record for like assists in a season this year. Like in a calendar year, he's about to hit like 34 or 35 assists. Some crazy ass number like that. So Olise is in the same category as Yamal. They're them two and VAR are the 3 best wingers in the world. And then I would agree with LFC. Luis Diaz is up there as well. Yeah. Luis Diaz is up there as well for this season. He does have some craziness in him. But he's technically a winger, but he's so much better as this striker, as this free-flowing striker. He's so much better in the middle than what he has been on the wings, in my opinion.
Yeah. But you got PSG advanced enough. So say Olise, use this opportunity to show up and show out and fires PSG into a final. Conversation changes?
If he fires Bayern into the final over PSG, 100%.
And he has the opportunity.
If he wins it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think if they get by Bayern, I think they beat us or Atleti.
Brother, we better be praying that neither one of them teams got their shooting boots if we make it to the final against them. Because if we get PSG, just picture this. As injury, battered, and broken our team is, we got to go against PSG. Brother, we might get done like Inter.
Yeah.
If it's Ben White or Mosquera guarding Vara, that alone might be a hat trick right then and there.
Yeah, I mean the chat got a lot of love for Olise, man. And I can appreciate it because I just don't see it in the spaces in the media. Maybe it's just the Barcelona PR machine. But I just think he is different level, man. And
and Jacques said it too there.
yeah,
Fucking Doué and Diaz, I think, are the next two wingers just below those three.
Black say if they make it through, Kane or at least so the Ballon d'Or thing hasn't been a big talking point this year, and part of that is because it's a World Cup year. So it's let's take the World Cup out of it for a second, right? And it's like who's front running right now?
Kane,
yeah,
Kane. It's either going to be Kane or Dembele's going to go back to back. It's either going to be Kane, Dembele goes back to back, or honestly, it could be Vara if PSG go back to back, because Vara's been really clutch for them too. But I think it's between Kane and Dembele for me are the main two.
So pretty much this could be a audition for who's going to win the Ballon d'Or, this semifinal.
Yeah,
between them two, because I'm just looking at Kane's numbers. I haven't looked at his numbers. Haven't had any reason to, but damn, 53 GA in all comps. Well, not 60 GA.
Yep.
In all comps. 53 goals. That's mad. I've said that he can play in that league until he's 40.
Mm-hmm.
Like he looks like he's not breaking a sweat over there.
Bro, he wouldn't break a sweat in the Premier League with how slow the damn game is now. He wouldn't.
Yeah, he's doing bits, man. He's doing absolute bits, Kane. But last year there was a shout for the Barcelona front three because they all had big numbers. Lamar had big numbers. Rafinha had big numbers. Lewandowski numbers wasn't too shabby either. But yeah, I hopefully we'll see this final this semifinal good as the one we saw last year between Inter and
I think it will be
and Barca.
I think the Arsenal Atletico game is going to be interesting. I think it's either going to be Arsenal shithouse their way past Atletico, or unfortunately Atletico takes us behind the shed and does us like old Yeller.
Yeah, for us it's going to have to be a shithouse. I don't think we can out football anyone.
No,
you know what I'm saying. I just think it's going to be madness. Sue said, let's be real, Atletico's manager and squad are technically better than us. There's no way we are doing a Mighty Duck scenario here. It's more like cool running, stumbling at the finish line. And that's the shithouse part.
Mm-hmm.
That's the shithouse part that I'll never say I think we're going to take the game or we're going to move to Atletico. I'm saying if we get past them, it's going to be a complete shithouse. Lookman's got something for us. Ended Leverkusen invincible streak with that hat trick. Yeah. I remember that final. I think he megged Xhaka.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when he's for that goal as well. And didn't they go to did they knock Liverpool out there?
They destroyed Liverpool.
Yeah.
They destroyed Liverpool in that semifinal before they got Leverkusen. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I don't like this matchup for us. I do not like this matchup for us.
Yeah, I hear it. Really good. Oh, so listen. This was a point of discussion earlier. Where was it? I had started. Cesc.
Nope. I already know what you're gonna ask. Nope.
Yeah, it was came up on the football rig earlier. Like I told Sammy, like I like the idea of Cesc. I like his ideas, but I'm still on the we need a proven winner type shit.
I would take Cesc at Arsenal if Cesc left Como after this season. He gets Como into Europe. I doubt they get in a Champions League because now they just lost again to Sassuolo, which is really going to hurt their opportunities of getting into the Champions League if Juventus pick up points this season or this weekend. If Cesc was to leave Como and get one of the big jobs in Italy, like say He takes over Inter. They sack Kivu because that's what the word is right now, is that they could possibly win the league and still sack Kivu because there's links to both Cesc and maybe even Diego Simeone. I don't. I'd like to see Cesc take over like an Inter or a Milan or a Juve or even a Napoli and win and do 3 years with one of those teams, win with one of those teams, and then come to Arsenal once he's already a proven winner. I don't want this him coming straight from Como to us, because Como's had so much money pumped into them. It's not going to be the same thing as much of him coaching as what is going to be needed over here. I just don't think he's ready for what's going on over here just yet.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, you went a level deeper than the answer that I gave Sammy earlier. Like I said, I think he's very aware of himself. I know he knows that he was a top level player, but he doesn't know how to coach, and he is learning his craft right now.
Yep.
Like, even though he relegated Burnley, Vincent Company went and managed Burnley. Like there are things there that he experienced that he can draw back on now. Arteta doesn't have that. He never had a team that he coached at any level, right? So he is essentially learning on the job. Eddie Howe went to Italy and learned something, and he came back to the Prem, went to 2 finals and won one, while is still here trying to figure out his right from his left. You know what I'm saying? LFC Monster said, got the feeling it will be a similar result, PSG versus Inter, with Arsenal doing their best Inter impression. I don't. Yeah, big up to Majid, Gunarican.
Boricua.
Yeah, man. Party at the Tipses. Said, big up, boys. What do modern NBA suck so badly? Are the players afraid of taking it to the hoop?
Yep.
I mean, the game has just changed a lot, bro. It's just like now it's weird. Like back in the day, you would be on a fast break and guy would lay up the basketball. Now, if it's a 3-on-1, 2 guys are running through the 3-point line, and then they're not going for the easy layup. They're just, I blame Steph Curry for this shit, you know, not indirectly, but you know what I'm saying. Wow, your boy coming across the halfway line and just hoisting it up got everybody thinking they can just jack up threes.
That's why the slam era is the best era of basketball. The 90s into the slam era is the best era of fucking basketball.
Yeah,
this shit is crap.
Yeah, it's one of them. Big up to Suj again. Said, it's a no for Cesc at Arsenal, but if he goes to a big team in La Liga or Serie A and wins and performs, then you need to consider him. Yeah, I wouldn't listen if Cesc goes to Roma and wins a trophy, or you know, just a bigger club where there's actual pressure.
Yep.
I don't want to say Como is a free hit because it kind of diminishes his good work there, but you know what I'm saying.
You can say it. It's a free hit.
Yeah, he has some work to do, and right now where we're at, the same reason why I wasn't on Shesko, you know, the project guy. No more project manager, man. No more project everything. We need winners now. Do you know what I mean?
Agreed.
Big up to Lux.
Big up, Jim.
Big up to you, man. Big up to Ruthless Guna, aka Carl. Said we need to do an NFL round. Hey, man. Hey, we're versed with that as well. You know what I'm saying? I know he's into the NFL thing, but yeah. You know, get my number from this guy, and we'll sort something out. You know, because the NFL draft is in what, 2 weeks?
2-3 weeks, yeah.
3 weeks. What do you make of Goodell turning that into a spectacle? Because you know the NFL draft used to be just in New York. He comes out now. They taking this shit off. What's it at Pittsburgh this year?
It's in Pittsburgh this year.
I
like it.
They know how to monetize everything, don't they?
Yeah, but you know what? I like it. They did it. The first time they did this shit was the 2 back-to-back years they did the NFL draft in Chicago, and then it's just blown up ever since.
Yeah, that's right. They did it in Chicago.
Yeah, they did the draft back-to-back years in Chicago. And I love it. I love what they do with it. It's all why, and the NFL is the greatest spectacle. Whether anybody likes it or not, the NFL is the biggest spectacle. It's the biggest money making spectacle. So it all goes in. It's all tied to the business end of it at the end of the day. But I like it.
Yeah, what they do is Super Bowl happens in February, right?
Yep.
And then you have the build up Then March is kind of quiet, but then boom, they hit you with the draft in April, and then
Hines and all that
yeah,
shit.
and they just do enough to stay relevant, to stay in the news, and the ESPN just feed the beast, bang, 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 and yeah, before you know it, it's preseason.
Yep.
They're playing games in the toilet bowl at Tottenham, and they even brought games to Munich when
Yep.
I was there. They're trying, but I think they're going to be trying for a while before it takes off in Germany. Like the Germans and just they'll go. The German chicks go with their American boyfriends. All the soldiers are there, but they're not into that. They're not into the collision and they're just not. There's football
No.
is yeah, it's mad. Um, Toronto Guna say, "I'll take Saka at the Toronto FC. Can't take us to another MLS Cup title." All right. So yeah, another fair or foul question. Yeah, while we're doing fair or foul, so I'll check. I checked out on fair. Um, After the World Cup or
Mhm.
his time is done in Saudi,
Mhm.
CR7 to the MLS.
No.
You don't think he would ever?
Nah.
Because I think he could still play here till he's
I think he
probably
could.
5.
I think he could still play here. I think the thing with him is that he wants to stay in Saudi just to hit the 1,000 goals, and then he's going to call it quits.
How
'Cause
far is he at now? Because he can do that. He can do that here easily.
I don't know if he wants to do it here. If I'm being honest with you, he's prided himself on going to Saudi with the whole movement that caused and everything else. So I just don't see. You know what? The only way I could see him going to see no, because again, what MLS team's going to pay him money?
The Galaxy.
Nah, I don't see it.
I mean, if they could, they paid Beckham ridiculous money at the time, and I
At
think
at the time, yeah, but the MLS nowadays, I just don't see. See, here's the problem. I don't see the MLS taking a chance on Ronaldo because whether anybody likes to hear it or not, that's a Ronaldo fan. Ronaldo's part of the problem to why Juventus has been crippled as a team because of the amount of money they were shelling out to him. I just don't think, I don't know if the MLS wants to take a chance on it with him. I think he would have to knock down the amount of money he's going to be asking for in order for him to come to the MLS. Because the
another
only
chance
reason
to
why they
play.
got Messi was because they gave him ownership in the team.
Yeah, but yeah, what about the opportunity to play against Messi again in a competitive setting? As
Maybe.
long as Messi's at Inter Miami, I think there's that would be the main selling point. The commissioner, everyone in the MLS, they would the amount of money that would bring to them. I think he would get some of the TV money, some of the TV right. They'll find a way to pay him because they will make that back just off Inter Miami playing against the LA Galaxy. All of a sudden, it's box office.
Well, at this current time, I don't know if it would be the LA Galaxy as much as it would be like LAFC.
Yeah, one of them.
Um, maybe for 1 year, maybe, but I just don't. I don't know. I don't see Ronaldo staying like a 2-3 years thing in America. I just don't. I don't know.
Yeah, I hear it still. So that's foul. That's not fair. That's foul. Okay, cool.
It's kind of like a 50-50 on that one. It's kind of both.
Yeah, I'm not closing the door on that yet. I think we might see.
You know what I think would be cool? If he buried the hatchet, his own personal problem with Messi, and they played together on Inter Miami for a season. I think it'd be cool.
I think Beckham would love that. I think that
Messi's an owner on that team too.
You would love that. I think the commissioner of the NFL would prefer if they played against each other.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But
yeah, but at the same time, that's only 2 games a year. Whereas if they play together, that's the traveling circus.
Yeah, you know what? That's a shot. Because I remember when they signed Messi, all of a sudden, they got 2 million Instagram followers. The season ticket prices went up tenfold. Yeah. They would sell out every arena, every traveling arena. Yeah, there's some money to be made there. Like someone needs to be ringing Cristiano's phone to make this
like back in the day. They don't got him no more now because of all the certain shit that went along with it. But back in the day, when the circus would roll into town into Chicago or anywhere else, everybody would say, "Oh, let's go fuck around and go see one of the nights at the circus." That's what it would be. It'd be what they call Bayern Munich, FC Hollywood. That's what Inter Miami would be in the MLS, would be FC Hollywood if they got Messi and Ronaldo together. It'd be absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, the Kane shot is strong. There not too many. Not too many can go against Kane right now for Ballon d'Or shots, but he ain't gonna win the Ballon d'Or off a bunch of goals and just winning Bundesliga titles. Like he must win this.
He's got to win the Champions League because England's not winning the World Cup.
Yeah, man. So I see that the ticket prices thing has spilled over to the mainstream media now. They're catching on because the cheapest ticket for a game to the final is 16 racks.
For a World Cup final, I don't think that's off because that's what they were charging for. That's what they charge every year for the Super Bowl. So I mean, I'm not too shocked at it for a final. But the fact that did you see the article about Boston? Like the trolley or whatever the fuck it's called that goes up to Gillette Stadium where the Patriots play.
Mm-hmm.
It's normal fees $5. They're kicking it up to 45 for all the World Cup goers. So it's like, dude, they're trying to finesse everybody. It's absolutely ridiculous.
So the thing about the Super Bowl one that I think there's some distinction needs to be made there. Like the Super Bowl ticket prices go up, but that's for like Americans, right? Now, typically people aren't flying from Argentina to come watch the Super Bowl. People will be flying from Argentina and Portugal to watch. And if your team gets to the final, you're here for a month. You're here for 3 weeks. You already done spent a big old guap on Airbnb or unless you know someone. But to get to the most important game of your country's tournament and be priced out of it, I think is a damn shame. Because, like I remember in 2012, I was trying to go to the Super Bowl when the Giants were in it. And brother, yeah. for $5,000, I'm like, shit, no way.
Do I pull it?
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about that. My team ain't been in the Super Bowl for 20 fucking years, and they ain't gonna be in one for another 30.
Yeah, in 2012, man, and I was just like, nah, I couldn't go in near that. Near those prices, but it is disheartening. I'm not gonna lie, but England, Spain, France. Who else has a legit shot?
Portugal.
Am I leaving out? Brazil. Any shout for Brazil?
I want to say that there's some stardust left in Carlo to where I think Brazil can be an outside shot for a semifinal, but winning, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Winning, I'm not too sure.
What about the defending champs?
Argentina.
Yeah.
No, I think they're the tier below. I think Argentina, I don't know if Argentina's got enough juice in the legs to make it run again.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a painful tournament, Yeah, I think because they've expanded it.
Dark horse, though, and an outside shot to cause problems is going to be Senegal.
You like Senegal, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially with all the bullshit surrounding the African Cup of Nations and all the bullshit they dealt with. They might take their anger out on a couple people in this tournament and be a surprise team. They got a good freaking team.
Yeah. Assuming that Cesc gets that experience that he's getting, you think he would choose Chelsea over us? Well, I guess that depends on the situation.
Who wants to go to Chelsea right now?
Yeah. But, that's coming from the comments that he made in the interview. I don't know if you heard those.
What?
When they asked, I don't know if it was prompted, but he said something along the lines of he wished his career had started at Chelsea because that's where he won his trophies, and that rubbed a lot. I know Kenny Ken is pissed about it. Kenny Ken is like, I don't want to see this motherfucker nowhere near my
life.
I
know. I've seen Kenny a few times talk about he doesn't want Cesc Fabregas coming on. Listen, I'm looking at it for what it's worth. Again, this is why I say this. If Arteta doesn't win this year, this is the most important. This summer is going to tell us everything about what this club is.
Yeah.
If he doesn't win anything this year, and For some reason, he gets an extension. Then it's been solidified. It's just a cash cow. There's no concern for winning. And it's Arsene Wenger 2.0 of just top four as a trophy, competing as a trophy, maybe an outside chance at an FA Cup or a League Cup. But the league is not what we're after if he stays and he doesn't win anything. If we don't win anything and he gets sacked, then it's showing we're taking it serious.
You know what? If we don't win anything this year and he stays, I don't know if I can go through next season. I'll just rebrand the channel. I'll do this show. I'll talk about every other thing, but I will not be doing any Arsenal preview react. I'll just be like, nah, fuck all this. There is no way, bro. I'm not.
If he stays,
yeah. If we don't win anything and he doesn't stay, I'm taking next season off. I just think of one of my deployments. Because I remember I went years without seeing an Arsenal game when I'm in the desert. I'll just go back into that frame and be like, nah, there's no way I can't put myself through that shit again, bro. Nah, man, that's too much. You know what I mean? Yeah, Simeone, proven winner.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, I would take Simeone.
If he fits the bill of a proven winner, I'm here for it. Because right now, when I see Sky Sports running, they're running that English teams can win Conference League, Europa League, Champions League. Now, I think an English team will win the Conference League. I think Palace will win that, and I think Villa will go ahead, but I think it stops there.
Yeah, I don't see Arsenal winning the Champions League. Yeah, I don't see that at all.
Everyone laughing at us when Unai Emery.
Simeone, I'd take in a heartbeat.
Yeah. If this Unai Emery motherfucker wins,
you talk about the shithousery and the dark arts. Now you got the master.
Yeah.
You got the master, but the other thing is that when the ball hits the ground, we'll be able to play with the fucking ball on the ground. Not this sideways, constant ball in the air, playing ping pong while the ball the whole thing is just bullshit, man. I'm so sick of watching us. We're so bad to watch. It's unbelievable.
Oh shit, okay. Flyby lives in Pittsburgh, the Steel Curtain, and they're shutting down the event. Okay, fair play, man. Yeah, big up for that. Big up to the Steelers and all that stuff. I might have to have a look at the draft and see what their prospects are before I get into the NFL stuff. I fully believe he played a year with Messi. Just I don't know, man. I think he competition is what drives this guy.
Yeah, that is true.
He is so driven that I just don't think let's speed recruit him and get him to the NFL. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, there's the fact that Messi is here in the MLS. I think he might consider it. It might change his mind, but Colorado Rapids. Nah, that's Kroenke's team, ain't it? He owns these fuckers too. I'd be like, nah, ain't no way.
He doesn't own. Does he own the Rapids or does he own Seattle? I thought he owned the Sounders.
No, that's Paul Allen.
It's Paul Allen, then it's got to be Colorado. Then that he.
Yeah, I think the Kroenkes own this book. That's where we got Austin Trusty from, didn't it? Remember that Austin Trusty, that the MLS player that we signed and had to Yeah. So Paul Allen, he owned the Sounders and the Trailblazers is Paul Allen. This part of the country he owns. Because Jeff Bezos moved to Florida, he doesn't live here anymore.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so when Jeff Bezos moved from Washington to Florida, they had to change the tax laws.
Yep.
That's how much money that motherfucker got. Like the state of Washington lost so much money by one guy relocating.
Yep.
That is crazy. Go on. Big up to J Lux, man.
Big up J Lux.
You know what? I'm hoping that Odegaard has a good World Cup, low key. That way, someone raises value, raises stock, and then then someone will take him off us. Like, let him score a screamer like Maxi Rodriguez back in the day. Yeah. Or
how much? Okay, let's say Norway make it to like a quarterfinal and they get knocked out at quarters, right? They have that good of a tournament. How much do you really think you're selling him with that $245,000 a week?
How many years left on his deal? This is how much I don't even care about fucking Odegaard. I don't even know
I
how
think
long.
it's like 2 or 3 years that he's got
years.
3. No, he's got 3 years left.
Nah, his contract expiration is June 30th, 2028.
Okay, so he's coming in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah.
Bro, 240,000 pounds. Nobody's taking. You're gonna have to sell him at a loss. You're gonna have to sell him at a loss.
I'm okay with that.
Here, Jesus, Havertz, and Odegaard all are going to need to get sold for a loss because of how high the wage is. You're probably, if you're lucky, you may get 25 million a piece for Havertz and Odegaard, and maybe 15-10 for Jesus.
Dark horse, dark horse.
Nah,
not the Dutch, not Timber and Virgil and Van de Ven and Dumfries and Xavi Simons.
Yeah, okay.
You know what? I'm going through these names. And I'm like, damn. I should be saying Snyder, Clivert, Seedorf. God damn, man. Football, Ravens Nation. Caw-caw. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. New York Giants extraordinaire. African teams, especially Nigeria, have always had great squads on paper, but not delivered on the big stage recently.
That's true.
Yeah.
I still think the Senegal team, they've been with each other for, I think, 2 African Cup of Nation tournaments and have gotten to the finals both times. They're good, man. I like them.
Yeah. The realest Lou say, big up you all, Arsenal. I was about to read it out, but the Cardinals and the Lakers. Now, listen, real is good. Make sure that you are something to Gianni. His name is pinned in the title of the video. He's a Bears fan, Chicago Bears. Listen, when we talk about rivalry, is there a bigger? There's no bigger rivalry. The NFC North has the best rivalries in the NFL.
Well, the biggest, definitely.
Yeah, I'm going through the divisions in my head, and I can't think of any.
Well, Packers and Bears is easily the biggest rivalry.
Yeah.
The next biggest rivalry after that is going to be fucking Giants Cowboys.
I don't even think it's close to that.
No, fuck no.
Yeah, okay, let's go through it. So NFC East, Jets, Patriots, Buffalo Bills, and Miami.
That's AFC.
Yeah, Jets, Patriots. So AFC East, AFC West, Broncos,
Chargers.
Chiefs. Yeah, there's
Chiefs,
nothing there.
Raiders.
Yeah. AFC South.
AFC
Jacksonville.
South is Jacksonville,
Tennessee,
Indianapolis.
Yeah, nothing there either.
Nothing there.
AFC North. Ooh, that's one. Baltimore, Pittsburgh. I think that's
more but again, that's more recent.
I think that's closer to you guys than us in Dallas.
No,
because everyone hates the Cowboys. It's not like an exclusive rivalry.
No, it's an exclusive rivalry because in the 70s, when the Giants were good, they were always battling it out with the Cowboys. And the Cowboys were just that hair better. That's them Roger Staubach days back then. No, the Cowboys and the Giants is big. The NFC East probably has the most rivalries amongst the division than the other ones do, because if you look, it's really just the Packers and the Bears. The Bears and the Lions don't really have a rivalry because the Lions haven't won anything. The Vikings never won anything. It's really just the Bears and the Packers as far as historical rivalries. If you're talking about rivalries amongst the people from the different states and shit, yeah, there is. But again, the Bears in Detroit, we ain't got a problem with one another. Like Lions fans are cool as shit. Like going away to a game, there's no hostility. The hostility is Bears Packers. A little bit of Bears and Vikings, but there's no real hostility between Lions and Bears fans. We're cool with one another.
Okay.
So I would say Steelers and Ravens. I still argue Giants and Cowboys. How big of the rivalry do you want to then say it's then Giants and Eagles? And Giants and Eagles is a big fucking rivalry.
And that's mine. They're in our division. Those are the ones that I hate the most, because I have to drive down to Philly and punch someone in their face and shit and drive back up to New York.
Yes,
And and this is what irritates me about the whole Saquon thing. And I'm like, who that was just a slap in the face to the fans. Like, yeah, you could send Saquon anywhere. You're gonna send him there? Come
Mm-hmm.
on, man. That
And then he
really,
goes immediately and wins.
brother. And against us, he had an all timer. He ran. I think he's still running right now. You know what I'm saying? He didn't stop running. Weren't the Cronkies voted the worst owners in it? I believe it. I believe it, man. They're not very good.
And Chicago Fire gives them a run for their money.
Hey, brother. There's everywhere in Seattle right now. You see everyone have on their Supersonics.
I want that yellow, green, and white jersey back. I want it.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I just went to Climate Pledge Arena 2 days ago. That place, they are renovating it. They're getting ready for this.
You know what's funny is there's an old school jersey shop in what the hell is that neighborhood called? It's right before Humboldt Park. It's called Wicker Park. It's like a big hipster area, and they got an awesome jersey shop. I saw an old school Rashard Lewis Supersonics jersey in there. I was like, those were the days when it was the original Splash Brothers.
Yeah, they're coming back, man. They're coming back, and the city is ready for them. So I'm here for it.
Seattle produces way too much basketball talent in the NBA for them to not have a fucking team. Everybody just assumes because it's the Northwest and it's by Vancouver that they're all hockey players over there. It's like, no. That's one of the best basketball pipelines as far as players in the country.
Yeah, you see this Carlo Banchero that's playing in the back. He's from Seattle as well. He's a Seattle.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, they love him out here, man. And I think Charlotte might. They're leading right now, but shit, I think Charlotte might get by him tonight. Just big up to the chat, man. They got big up. Wizards, Wizards. E Ross, you got a fellow fan, but yeah, the NFC North is a monster.
Wizards. Are you from DC? If you're not from DC, there's no reason to be a Wizards fan, brother.
Because the thing is, like a lot of people from Virginia, like when I meet people from Virginia, they're either Redskins fans or Ravens fans.
Yep.
Or Cowboys, those fuckers. Because when the Carolina didn't have a team, when I was stationed in North Carolina,
that whole area is Cowboys. That whole area is Cowboys.
Everywhere, man, everywhere. Ravens versus Steelers. Yeah, the hate is real there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You men know your football, That's cool, man. Big up to Lux again. Say, I was just irritated about the CL game. How can Gonzalez and Maxi Arroyo look far better than Madueke and Trussard, Martinelli, and Cost Adam? Madueke just doesn't know how to play football.
Brother, Madueke is fucking dog shit. Do you know? I was doing some research and I stumbled across this. Do you know that if he stays here his entirety of his career and he gets all of his bonuses, he's a £97.5 million player? Between transfer fee and wages and bonuses, he could cost us £97.5 million. Ryan Cherokee was 30 million euros. Lookman was 30. On the exchange rate from the pound to euros right now, what we paid for Nani Madueke's transfer could have paid for Ryan Cherokee and Lookman. We could have got the both of them for the price of Madueke. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that's madness. I think they can. I think the NBA would want this because that LaMelo Ball, he was box office, bro. He never seen a shot he don't like. Matter of fact, I think Charlotte tied the record this year for the most threes attempted. I don't know if they made the most, but they shoot the most threes, so they're a high volume, and that it almost cost them the other night against Miami, but they pulled it out in the end. We got to ask this on the NBA Wednesday show. What do you think? Is Sierra's husband overrated as a QB? Because he had a good run from about 2013 till around 2017-18, back-to-back Super Bowls. Never really lit up numbers wise, like throwing for 5,000 yards like the Drew Breeses of the world or but
yeah, well, he didn't have to. He had freaking beast mode on his team.
Yeah, he had beast mode. Had Percy Harvin as a slot receiver. Had but that Seattle team that he went to back-to-back Super Bowls, heavily relied on their defense
Yep.
and beast mode, like you said. He never was really a quarterback so let's do this. Let's take Russell Wilson out the Seattle team from 13-14 and put Kyle Orton in there. You think they still win the Super Bowl?
No.
Or go to back-to-back Super Bowls? So in that sense, he wasn't overrated. I think he's rated right where he is.
What is he? He's got 350 touchdowns plus. No, he's got 350 touchdowns plus, and he's got to be 45,000 yards. So, I mean, with the Super Bowl ring, no, he's not overrated. He's just not. He's in that same category. Russell Wilson's in that same category as like a Brett Favre or a Steve Young. They were good quarterbacks.
Those are Hall of Fame names you call in there.
Russell Wilson's a Hall of Famer. Russell Wilson's a Hall of Famer for
first
sure.
ballot.
Probably depends on who he. Nowadays with first ballot, it depends on who you retire with and who's available. I personally the only quarterbacks that do better than what Russell Wilson did at that time, if you look at that Seattle team, is if you put Tom Brady there, if you put Rodgers with that team, it'd be ridiculous.
Peyton was still in the league.
Peyton was still in the league. Peyton wouldn't be able to do, but he got that win with Denver. Wilson is nowhere near Favre's level. Yeah, that's the Packers fan in you. How many fucking games did you lose because of that retard?
I said Wilson is nowhere near Favre's. I think he had. Well, I think everyone has left.
One ring. Favre got one ring.
Yeah, that was what? That was at what? 97?
97 or 98 against Denver, I believe.
98 was that. Denver won it in 98. I remember that with Terrell Davis and Steve Young.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No. Then it was 97 with Mike Holmgren as the coach.
Mike Holmgren was their coach. Yeah. That's right. Because Mike Holmgren, he was Seattle's coach in 06 when they went to the Super Bowl with Matt Hasselbeck and Sean Alexander. Oh, man.
And, who was the dreadhead linebacker? He was a monster with you guys. He came from that 2000 Ravens team. I think was on that team too. Was it Jamie Sharper? I think he left the Texans that year to go to Seattle, like right before he retired.
I don't remember the linebacker.
Yeah,
because the thing is, I never gave Seattle a chance this year. I just thought Pittsburgh were too good, even though Pittsburgh was like a 6 seed that made it to the World Cup. Ben Roethlisberger, Jerome Bettis, Hines Ward.
Hines Ward, man, that's a name everybody sleeps on for great receivers.
Yeah, Mr. Reliable, isn't it? Is Mr. Reliable. Yeah, had good hands.
Mr. Reliable is Larry Fitzgerald. I don't think that guy's ever dropped a damn ball in 10 years.
Yeah, now, the reason why I give Mr. Hines Ward like the Mr. Reliable because he never gave you like those 1,000-yard seasons.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Larry would break a tackle and take it 80 yards like that. You know what I mean? Because
who was the white guy on Tampa was like that for a while with them too. Would never put up numbers, but always showed up for like big catches and shit. I think he was on the Baltimore Ravens team too in 2000. He was a white guy, wide receiver. It's some crazy last name.
White guy, Baltimore Ravens in 2000.
Baltimore Ravens, and then he was definitely with the Buccaneers when they won in 03. Slot receiver.
Oh fuck. That one slips me. I normally because the thing is. That Ravens team, I hated those fuckers because they beat us in the Super Bowl in 2000, and I was I was trying to forget every single one of those fuckers, but I don't remember. I don't remember who that was. If I hear the name, I'll know it. But
no. He wasn't with the Ravens. He wasn't with the Ravens. He was with the Giants. Actually, he was with the Giants when you went to the Super Bowl.
You know about the Kerry Collins Giants?
Yes, Kerry Collins Giants. He got drafted by New York. No, not Allstott. Allstott's a running back. I'm talking about a receiver.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Ravens. He's with the Giants. Joe Juravicious.
Oh, fuck it. Oh, Sugar Joe.
Yeah. Joe Juravicious.
Sugar Joe.
Mr. Clutch. He was Mr. Clutch on Tampa Bay. Same thing, Mr. Reliable. If you go back,
he was
the whole playoff run that Tampa Bay had, especially when you look at the game against the Eagles, when the Eagles were on an NFC Championship run where they couldn't get past anybody before they finally did with Owens. That year where it was like -2 and Tampa Bay like never won in the cold, and then they ended up beating them. Joe Juravicius was the big when you needed a big catch. It was Joe Juravicious that was there.
Joe Juravicious. Yeah. He had good hands, man. It's kind of like
reliable hands.
Yeah, he was like he had good hands, just like Wes Welker had good hands.
Yeah,
in the slot. Yeah, there's always been some good slot receivers, that get overlooked. Yeah, Wes Welker is one of them. I think Julian Edelman was a great slot receiver as well. Who else gets a shot for slot receivers that we know? Slot.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, it's quite a
lot. Well, here, the reason why I think he's top 3 receivers all the time is because he'd go to the slot and have a problem is T.O.
Yeah.
T.O. would go to the slot. T.O. would come across the middle and take the hit. Who was?
Yeah, man, that's mad. Joe Flacco, Yeah. Flacco had bet on himself that year because I think he was out of contract and he bet himself and won the Super Bowl.
Like $120 million contract or something nuts with that win.
Yeah. Matter of fact, they had knocked out the Peyton Manning in Denver that year to go on to win the Super Bowl.
Denver, that was Peyton Manning's another embarrassment by Manning. Wasn't it weren't they up like 28-7 at half and Baltimore comes back and wins 38-31?
They were definitely up and they missed a field goal. They missed a field goal.
Easy lead to Baltimore that year.
Yeah, and then they had Jacoby was wide open and Flacco I remember that game.
Oh, speaking of that game, the guy from Arizona that went to their Baltimore team was a damn good slot receiver for a while. Anquan Bolden.
Listen, he had hands. He was slow as shit. Yeah, Anquan could not. Yeah, he could not. That boy was slower than my mama. But yeah, he could catch. He could catch. Yeah, you had Larry and Q. Yeah. Because even TJ Houshmandzadeh had played for Baltimore for a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, and he was on Cincy.
Yeah, he went from Cincy and went.
Who was the punt returner for Kansas City? Was a good slot receiver, but he wasn't in the league for that long. Him and Devin Hester were like the two guys returning punts. They were the highlight reel. Dante Hall.
Oh yeah, Dante. Yeah, he had quick feet, didn't it?
Yeah, Dante Hall was a decent slot receiver too.
You remember Darren Sproles?
Yep, the running back.
He used to return punts.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did. Same with Westbrook from Philly, the running back. Brian Westbrook from Philly used to return punts back too and shit.
I hated that guy, man. He was so good. I hated that motherfucker. Like, I was telling African King because he's an Eagles fan, number 36. I used to hate that guy, but when he retired, love for him. But while he played, he was a thorn in our side, man.
I got an autographed McNabb jersey when he was with the Eagles. I got a picture in a jersey from McNabb because McNabb, my dad knew him because they worked together in Chicago. They were both electricians.
Yeah, he was a hell of a player, man. Not gonna lie, that damn Westbrook, shit, man. Yeah, all right, shit. On the NFL, fair or foul? We'll make up another random fair or foul question. These are my top 3 tight ends of all time. Fair or foul if these names are Tony Gonzalez, Shannon Sharp,
yep,
Gronkowski. Who am I disrespecting by leaving out?
I'm just running through names. Well, here, Kellen Winslow Sr. is a great tight end who gives. See, for me, Shannon Sharp and Tony Gonzalez are the best. Gronk is the one that then you have to see if you can remove him for somebody, which I don't personally know if you can.
The thing is that people like Gronk was damn near a receiver. He lined up at tight end, but he was a matchup nightmare for anyone. And plus, he was playing with the GOAT. They did their bits. He retired. The GOAT retired. They linked back up in Tampa and won. So that right there.
But the reason why I would say, if you look at the last title they won together with the Patriots, and the Super Bowl game in itself was different than the season, but Gronk's last 2 Super Bowl rings he was more of an extra pass blocker to protect Brady because of Brady's age at that time. So he wasn't the Super Bowl game with Tampa. He had a massive game with catching balls left, right, and center. But the whole season he was more of a pass blocker that year. See, like for me, the thing is Gronk's got the rings because a lot of these other guys are greats, but they ain't got the rings. Because like if Antonio Gates won a fucking Super Bowl, for me, he's way better than Gronk.
He's my favorite. He is my favorite tight end to watch. I just think the other guys were better, but
Antonio Gates was so sick.
Yeah, because
the thing with him was he was supposed to be a basketball player.
Yeah, and it showed in his footwork because his footwork was amazing.
His footwork. Antonio Gates was damn near unguardable.
Mm-hmm.
He was.
You know who else played basketball though?
Who?
Tony.
Yep.
Tony Gonzalez played basketball, and it showed in his footwork as well. And I don't give a damn about the rings when it comes to Tony. That guy was a
Tony's one of those guys where you can't use rings against him because no tight end is ever going to break all of his records.
Yeah.
His records are the exact same thing for like wide receivers trying to break Jerry Rice's records. Yeah. That ain't happening.
Yeah, he was my favorite, man. That Antonio Gates. See that Chargers team that had LaDainian Tomlinson in the back with Lorenzo Neal, which is probably like the last of the dying fullbacks. Yeah, the holes that guy used to create for LT was, was just gigantic. But Phillip Rivers or Drew Brees never really had any big name receivers when they was at the Chargers. Riche Caldwell and these man, they weren't really number one receivers. I think the best receiver that Phillip Rivers ever had to throw to was Vincent Jackson during that time. And Vincent Jackson was good. He was never, Hall of Fame type, Randy Moss or T.O. type level. So that it went through Lorenzo Neal blocking for LT, and Darren Sproles was there as well for some slot receiving time. But that damn Antonio Gates, man, he was a problem. Yep. He was a massive problem. But Phillip Rivers, did you see that boy came back at 40-something and grandpa and threw a pass this year for the Indians? This is how bad quarterbacking is, 150 million people. We have to call him grandpa.
Quarterback has gone down the shitter. Quarterbacks have gone down the shitter in my personal opinion with it. But Haloti Ngata was a bad dude.
Fucking Haloti Ngata, man. Yeah.
He was a bad dude. Jamal Lewis was one of my favorite running backs of that era. That's a good shout by Tibbs. Warwick Dunn was a badass running back too.
Warwick Dunn.
No, you know what other because his stats will be better, but I don't think he has a ring. Was Jimmy Graham with the Saints when they won?
They won in 2011, 2010?
Jimmy Graham, I think, came in like 2010. I want to say the Saints won in like 08 or 09.
No, the Saints beat the Colts in 2010 or 2011. No. The Packers won in 2011.
Packers won 2011.
2010. Saints won in 2010. They beat the Colts in 2010.
No, the 2010 was was it? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was 2010.
But that would have mean the start of 2009, so he wouldn't have been on that team because he got drafted 2010.
So the 08-09 Super Bowl that was played in 2009, the Cardinals, and that was Larry Fitzgerald and the Steelers.
Cardinals and the Steelers, yeah. Cardinals and the Steelers. Then you had
then the following year was the Colts and Saints, and the Saints won.
Yeah. No, so Jimmy Graham doesn't have a Super Bowl ring because he came the year afterwards. I'm just trying to think of other tight ends. The Packers had a real good tight end for a while.
Finley. Was it Finley?
Finley was the guy who replaced them. I'm trying to remember his name. He was there for a while. He was a Bears killer, that motherfucker. I hated him.
Yeah. So the era that we're talking about, the tight ends were, Jeremy Shockey, Dallas Clark, Jason Witten, Finley.
Jeremy Shockey, if it wasn't for injuries, would have had a right claim to being one of the best. Being one of the best tight ends at his time. He was just a fucking nutcase.
Yeah, it's mad, There was some
Atlanta's guy, Algie Crumpler, was a badass.
Algie. So Algie was an old school tight end. Like
Yeah.
he had the Antonio Gates build, like
Yeah.
made for blocking, but Vankowski was like the modern day tight end, speed and height and damn near a receiver lining up at tight end. But yeah, I did rate Warwick Dunn. But Warwick Dunn was in the go on.
It just came to me, Bubba Franks, but I don't think Bubba Franks lasted long enough in the league to maybe get into that conversation. But Franks at time was a fucking Bears killer.
Yeah. Like the thing is, this might have been the golden age of running backs. And part of it is the running backs of today aren't good. The game was different. The game was more run back then. Now it's just pass, where you had a every down back. Every team had an every down back.
Yep.
Right? Because we had Tiki Barber. The Falcons had Warwick Dunn.
Who was the other guy you had? Who was the light-skinned brother that was on that team with Tiki Barber? The other one. He was good. He was with the Packers for a year, and then I think he was with the Giants. Was it Dorsey Levens?
Dorsey, yeah.
Dorsey Levens was a decent, good running back too.
And after Tiki went, we went to we played a linebacker at goddamn running back named Brandon Jacobs. You remember that guy? He was a damn near linebacker. And that wasn't fast. He was big as shit.
Yeah.
Man, it was big as hell. But then the golden area of running backs, the Steelers had Jerome Bettis, but they also had Deuce.
Yep.
And they had Deuce. Chicago, you had what? Forte?
No, Forte. No, we had Anthony Thomas, and then it went into Thomas Jones. Forte came after Thomas Jones.
Did Thomas Jones come to you from Dallas, or he went to Dallas from you?
No, we got him from the Jets.
He played for Dallas though.
Yeah, he played with Dallas, went to the Jets for a single season, then came to the Bears.
Oh, okay. Yeah, golden age.
Here, Kansas City had Priest Holmes, who was one of the best running backs.
Bad boy. That's what I'm saying. It was a golden era, man.
Baltimore, but you had LaDainian Tomlinson was at San Diego Chargers. Is it what I still call them? The LA thing is wild.
Yeah.
But you had LaDainian Tomlinson there. You had Ricky Williams between both Miami Dolphins and the New Orleans Saints. And then the guy that replaced him from Pittsburgh was Deuce McAllister.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking Eagles had a run. They had Correll Buckhalter. They had Deuce Staley. They had Brian Westbrook. The fucking Eagles. The Eagles had a bunch of running backs. Who was the kid from Cincinnati? Was that Corey Dillon?
Corey Dillon was at the Patriots.
He was with Cincy first, though, and then went to the Patriots.
Yeah. He was a very good contact runner, Corey Dillon. Yeah. He was underrated. And the Rams had Marshall Faulk.
Yeah. The Titans had Eddie George.
Yeah.
You had
Adrian James was at the Colts.
Yep.
You
had Fred Taylor on the
Jacksonville Jaguars.
And you had Curtis Martin on the Jets, who's always forgotten about. Curtis, Curtis Martin was on the Jets.
Yeah.
You had every team had at least two good running backs back then. It's not what you see nowadays.
Yeah. Was this Todd Heap? Is he talking about Todd Heap?
Todd Heap. Todd Heap was in if Todd Heap if that whole crazy shit didn't happen to him, Todd Heap would be in a conversation for great tight end.
Yeah.
Walter Payton's the only one better than Barry Sanders.
But this fucker, man, I used to kill people on Madden with this guy.
Yep.
People used to,
especially when the hit stick came out.
They were like, "You're a Giants fan. You're supposed to play with your own team." Like, nah, I'm playing with the Chargers because I'm gonna do these out routes, this play action to Gates, or the lead car route because Tomlinson had hands as well as tricky feet. Yeah,
Tomlinson and Priest Holmes were the first running backs that you really saw where they started doing that, just calling out of the shotgun and just throwing it straight to the sideline to the running back for him to take off. They were the first two doing that.
Yeah, man. The play was and you're spot on, bro. Like the just like in the NBA in the 2000s, the talent of the running back position was different, man. And Baltimore had Jamal Lewis as well, right?
Yep.
I think he was one of the first.
Priest Holmes was the running back when they won. Priest Holmes was the running back on Baltimore when they won the Super Bowl. They let Priest Holmes go and then got Jamal Lewis.
I'm swear Jamal Lewis was the first, if not one of the only people that rushed for 2,000 yards in a season.
I think he's one of four.
Yeah.
I think it's
But
one of
when
four.
he did it, that shit was difficult to do, because you're taking some punishment from linebackers like Erlock.
Bro, Jamal Lewis ran so angry. That dude would freaking knee you in the head. Like that was prime CTE years when you look at guys getting CTE the way all those running backs had to run helmet down and just smacking the shit out of people. Yeah. That was when football was football.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Now it's a little different. Yeah. Ricky was different. Ricky was a motherfucker. He was a problem.
Because you got to look at the New Orleans Saints at the time, though, Carl. New Orleans Saints got a young up and coming quarterback in Aaron Brooks, who they got now. Joe Horn is often forgotten about as one of the best wide receivers in that time frame. Horn was putting numbers up with all the top wide receivers in that time period with Aaron Brooks. And they brought Ricky Williams in to be the final piece of that offense, and they were going to start building the defense up. But then all of a sudden, Mike Ditka had the fallout with the ownership of New Orleans, walked away, and the Saints turned to shit.
Yeah. The goose. The goose. The goose. Yeah, well, just naming all the damn the Baltimore Ravens players. Yeah, Baltimore, Baltimore always find a way to, but now I tell him now, brother. Now this Lamar Jackson, brother, he ain't the one. I get a lot of. I think he's overrated as fuck. I just don't think he is going to be the quarterback to lead you to glory.
I don't either.
Yeah, I think he is. Yep, Ogden. Yeah. Some good names, man. But the NFL glory days, maybe we'll get back to having some fantastic supreme talent. But back then, man, every team had a bad boy running back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, the quarterbacks nowadays, worst trade in NFL history. Ooh.
Yeah. Saquon to the motherfucking Eagles.
That's one of them.
It's mine.
That's definitely one of them.
They took him and won the Super Bowl. The Ricky Williams one might be up there.
The Saints and Dolphins?
Mm-hmm.
I
think that was a bad job. I think New Orleans regret the shit out of that because he went to Miami and he still did bits.
He did, but you know what the thing is like it didn't work out for either team because if you remember that same time frame, Miami never had a good fucking quarterback. So it was like Ricky Williams was their last hope to maybe do something. I mean, there was a time when David Boston was their best receiver. They didn't have shit going forward. That was when Miami had that badass defense and they wanted a running back for a hope and a prayer.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if that's the Brett Favre trade is one of them. When you look at where Atlanta turned out to be as a franchise and letting Favre go to the Packers and what Favre eventually turned into, that's one of them. Oof.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. But because it's recent and I'm a Giants fan, we see Saquon leave us, come back, run all over us, and then win a Super Bowl. It's just like right in the front of my cranium. Like this probably.
You guys were good for those types of stupid moves, though.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't get lucky on them 2 Super Bowls with Eli Manning, you guys would be you guys would be right with the Bears as the saddest NFL organization.
Yep.
There's no way you have that big of a market and the Giants have been this bad for this fucking long. There's no excuse for it.
Yeah.
No excuse for it.
Now, what they need to do, bro, is build a damn stadium in the city. That's what they need to do. They build a stadium in the city and let the city of New York rally around our team. It's good. You see how that Madison Square Garden has a fucking season ticket list of 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ain't nobody trying to drive out that motherfucking to East Rutherford, bro. You know what I'm saying? That the Jets. I think the Jets will put a stadium in the city before the Giants come back home. That's what's been.
100% they will.
Yeah. So that's right. Yeah.
That's the least the Jets can do for all the bullshit they put their fans through.
Yeah. Yeah. John Lynch, man. Yeah.
That was the other thing too back then. every team had a strong safety or a free safety that'd crack the shit out of you back then.
Yeah.
Because
You
that
remember
was
that? You remember that one from the I said John Lynch and Lynch show up.
yeah.
You remember the one from the Rams? Archuleta. You remember him? Yeah.
Yeah.
He would. They called him like medicine tackles because whenever he hit people, they would need medicine. He used to.
The guy you guys had, the free safety, the big fucking was it Seahorn?
Mm-hmm. Jason
Seahorn used to crack the shit out of people going across the middle.
Jason used to hit hard as shit. There used to be a guy from the Colts named Bob Sanders. He used to hit hard as shit.
Dude. That dude looked like he was in the world's strongest man competition.
Yeah. The one they killed in Miami. I think he played for the Redskins. He used to hit hard as shit. Sean Taylor. Yeah, he used to hit hard as that motherfucker, man. Like,
who was the crazy linebacker with Denver and the Raiders? He was in the Longest Yard movie. He used to fucking murder Bill Romanowski.
Oh, right.
His crazy ass. Bill Romanowski is
Billy used to fight teammates for the fun of it, you know. I swear, you see him? If they brought back the NFL and said we're playing without the helmets, it'd be crazy motherfuckers like him that want to play without the helmets because he could hit hard, but his mechanics was so good that he would never make head to. Yeah. So he would. You
know who too? Junior Seau.
Yeah, rest his soul.
Sad story with him, but Junior Seau was one of the best.
Rest his soul. I think the NFL paid off his family, because I thought that would have been like some serious concussion protocol was going to come because he was so loved and so respected when he had to, do what he did. Yeah, man. Yeah, brother, the good old NFL there. But you know what? It's just be glad you were around for it, man, because the memories don't leave. The archives are still there. But yeah, in the NBA though, this could be the worst trade.
Yeah.
Because it's not even AD for Luka now. It's AD for Chris Middleton. Because AD is in Washington. Is a Wizard now. They traded him again. So yeah.
I don't know. The John Wall trade to Houston is up there as well.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to clear out cap space. They were trying.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. But it's Houston. Houston was stupid for even taking that move because it pushed what you see the Rockets developing into now got pushed back a couple years because them getting that fat ass contract off their books.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also a sad story because I actually did like John Wall as a player.
Yeah, he was really good. He had really good handles. Does this sound familiar? Keeping a manager too long?
No. That's the history of the Steelers.
Yeah, because Bill Carroll was there for how long?
Bill Carroll was there for like 10 plus years.
Yeah. He left in what, 06? After they won that Super Bowl? You left after they won the Super Bowl.
I think he retired. I think, if I remember correctly, wasn't Tomlin the defensive coach or something to do as one of the defensive coaches and then got promoted as the head coach?
I don't remember how he came, but yeah.
The Steelers, it's different for each team in the NFL. The Steelers, they pick somebody, you stay there for a while when it comes to the Steelers. That's probably the classiest organization in the NFL.
Yeah. Who did they pick now? I don't even know who. Yeah, I haven't even followed up on.
You know what? I've been out ever since the Super Bowl. I've kind of been out of the NFL loop, especially with all the nonsense with the Bears. It's kind of pushed me away from it.
Yeah, I hear it, man. And listen, big up to the chat. Big up to.
They picked up Dallas's old coach.
Which one? They done fired a whole lot of motherfuckers.
Mike McCarthy
from Green Bay. That one. Really?
Yep.
They might be changing their model because they're not keeping him for 20 years. Mike Tomlin was young when
Mike Tomlin's top 5 best coaches in the NFL.
Yeah, he coaches very well, but he still only has that one Super Bowl, which is a big knock on him still. You know, it is a you know how it is, man. All right, Super Bowls. It's difficult to win them, but this Patrick Mahomes guy, he comes around and wins 3 in a short succession, and everyone thinks it's not easy to win.
Do you think? See, like, here's the thing with me. I think the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Bears have all tried to stick by their motto of what the identity of the team is in the NFL. Yet the identity of those 3 teams is what's holding them back for the new age in football. You can't do running back and defense no more. And if you look at the Steelers have been the team that's tried to change the most. The Ravens have tried to combine the running back and quarterback position together, which is why it hasn't worked with Lamar Jackson. And the Bears are shit. But that if you look at those three teams, history is built on defense and running backs. And the Steelers haven't changed much. They tried to change a little bit, but didn't change much. The Bears haven't changed much. It's still the same old shit with them. And the Ravens haven't changed much. I think that's the only reason why Tomlin's been held back for maybe winning more is because of the way the Steelers are structured. I think Tomlin, if Tomlin was to go, let's say Tomlin was to take over, let's say Andy Reid's retiring right now and Tomlin takes over the Chiefs. I wouldn't give it too long before Tomlin wins with the Chiefs.
Yeah. You give him a quarterback and he's gonna make some noise. I hear it. RSV says most overrated wide receivers of all time. Mine's Keyshawn Johnson and Alshon Jeffrey. I think Keyshawn was overrated. I think
Keyshawn Johnson's super overrated.
Let me see. Shit. Overrated receivers of all time. I probably have to look at a list. There's not a name that jumps out at me, but
you got to start naming all the greatest wide receivers of all time to start seeing who's overrated.
Yeah, well, my greatest all-time receivers. You know, when I throw those names out, anyone says they're overrated, we're fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Rice, Owens, and Moss are top three.
Okay.
Those are the three greatest, not even debatable, right?
All right. So
now your next ones, you got Larry Fitzgerald's in there. He's not overrated.
Larry's not overrated at all.
You got Chris Carter, not overrated. You got Michael Irvin, not overrated. You got oh man.
Overrated. Yeah, this is a good one, RSV.
Yeah, I'm trying to Megatron's not overrated.
Oh no, never that.
Megatron's not overrated. Hines Ward, I don't think gets the credit he deserves, so I'm not going to call him overrated.
What do you think of Antonio Brown? He's a nutcase, but he has speed and good hands.
Numbers, though, man. Antonio Brown was doing business when he was playing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm going to say he's overrated. Antonio Brown was a good freaking wide receiver. You know what? No, what's that? Who's the idiot that says you can't live on $100 million? The fucking idiot that's talking about potentially going broke. He was with you guys. He made the insane catch with you guys.
Tyree?
No. Tyree's not even good enough to be. Odell Beckham Jr.
OBJ.
Overrated as fuck.
Really?
Overrated as fuck.
The hands, though. Gianni. The hands. The one-hander. We lost that game, by the way.
I know.
But the hands, man. I thought you were. Victor Cruz may have been overrated.
Victor Cruz is up there. Victor Cruz is up there. No, I think Odell Beckham Jr. is definitely one of them.
OBJ is my guy, you know. But yeah.
Oh no.
Didn't win anything.
God rest the dead. Is Demaryius Thomas overrated?
I think so.
Demaryius Thomas could be one that's thrown in there.
Yeah.
Because I think he gets put on a pedestal that he's not.
Yeah.
That he's not at. So Demaryius Thomas, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of
that bum on the Cowboys. They always used to hype his ass up.
Dez Bryant?
Well, Dez Bryant could definitely get on there, but who are the other two morons that they had? Who was the light-skinned kid with when they had Quincy Carter right before Romo took over? They used to say he was so good, he was shit.
Wasn't it Miles something?
No, Terry Glenn.
Oh, Terry Glenn from New England. Yeah, that guy. Oh, yeah, yeah. You know what? That's a shout. That is a shout. Terry Glenn is a shout.
Him and the other one, too. There was somebody else that they had on there. He was a great college receiver. He was shit in the NFL, but they always talked about him like he was unbelievable. He was on Tampa Bay, then went to the Cowboys. He was shit.
Andre Reed. I don't know. I don't know if Andre Reed was overrated. I'm trying to remember the one.
Galloway. Joey fucking Galloway.
Galloway, you know.
Galloway. You remember him? He was with Tampa Bay. I think he was with Florida State. He went to Tampa Bay, and then he went to the Cowboys. It was Terry Glenn, Joey Galloway, and fucking Jason Witten is the receiver core, and they swear they was going to win a Super Bowl with them fucking bums.
Yeah.
I hate the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys are almost in the same. The Cowboys are in the same realm as the Boston Red Sox and the Green Bay Packers for me.
Yeah, I hate them fuckers. What about you think Deshaun Jackson? Was he overrated? He had speed, had lightning speed, but
the one at Philly?
Yeah. I think he played for the Redskins as well.
Yeah, he did. I mean, I would never put him up in the. I mean, if somebody's trying to compare him to some of the greats, then yes, they're out of their mind. I don't think he was that great of a receiver for him to even get the props.
Damn, party activities gave us a whole 10 with Desert number 1 is overrated. Yeah, we hate the Cowboys too, man. I hear it. But yeah, that's a good shot. But you know, let me ask you this: while we're on the subject of the NFL, like, who is the best NFL wide receiver right now? Like, who is today's, like, we got Randy, we got T.O. Like, who is today's version of Randy?
Nobody on that level. Yeah. They ain't got nobody on that level. That's a different.
Like, who are we talking about? We're talking about Jamar Chase, maybe?
Jamar Chase is one of them.
Juju?
He's an idiot. He's an idiot off the field, but with what he gets involved in. But Diggs, I still think Stephon Diggs is a top wide receiver.
I hear that.
Juju's good. Juju's good.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, this is we've seen the golden age of running backs and the golden age of receivers who were really good to now where you got, you know.
And you know what else? Cornerbacks. Cornerbacks nowadays aren't on.
I don't know one good corner. There is no Champ Bailey, no Darrell Revis, no
Patrick Surtain.
Yeah, Brad. I don't.
You know what? His kid's probably the best. His kid's probably the best cornerback in the league.
Yeah, I can hear it because right now the money's on the offensive side of the ball, so these kids aren't trying to play defense anymore. You know what I mean? It's strictly.
Who's the kid on Minnesota's a good receiver? Is it Justin Jefferson?
Yeah,
he's there. Yeah. Jamar Chase, Jefferson, and Jamar Chase and Jefferson probably for me for receivers. But they're not doing what fucking. Bro, when we was growing up, you had Randy Moss and somebody every fucking game, making
every game, bro.
With shit quarterbacks.
Yeah, Randy was that dude.
Randy Moss had Tom Brady for longer than just a year. How many? If Randy Moss has Tom Brady for longer than a year, does Moss now extend it to where he's giving Jerry a run for his money as the best receiver of all time?
Yeah,
with Moss, everybody loves Moss, but they all forget. Dante Culpepper was his quarterback for majority years. Culpepper was dog shit. He was dog shit. If Randy Moss had came into the league a little earlier when it was that Chris Carter and Randall Cunningham, if he got Randall Cunningham for longer at the time, he would be even better than what he was because he had some shit quarterbacks for the majority of his career.
Yeah, he went from that. Then he went to, was it Rich Gannon that he had in Oakland when he was in Oakland for those 2 years? It was Rich Gannon, wasn't it?
Rich Gannon, or was it Fat Boy?
It was Rich Gannon. Talking about Jamarcus Russell, the biggest bust ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Jamarcus Russell was the quarterback when Moss got there.
Well, I thought it was Gannon. But yeah,
Gannon on like his last year or something.
Yeah. But bro goes to New England, and Tom Brady gets a Hall of Fame receiver, and they go 18-0. And if it wasn't for the the madness in the Super Bowl, they run the table. That's what he was missing because Tom Brady had Deion Branch out here getting Super Bowl MVPs. Deion Branch,
Yeah.
absolute madness.
Jeremy Patton and all the other.
They didn't have any receivers, bro. They didn't.
No.
They didn't.
When Moss went up like this and just said, "Throw me the ball," over Darrelle Revis, and he just caught it with one hand.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to be said.
And the thing is, that's his Revis in his prime. They used to talk about Revis Island, how he shuts down. Now, Randy made him look like a slouch.
Yeah.
A slouch, brother. Yeah, Randy was different, man.
Hey, Darrelle Revis, man, you got no cornerback. Darrelle Revis was the whole reason the Jets were one of the best defenses in the league for like 4 years.
Yeah.
That guy was insane what he was doing what he was doing to receivers, man. It's just that the NFL is a completely different landscape than what it was.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Most overrated linebackers in the 21st century. Mines are Laurinaitis and AJ Hawk, Most overrated linebacker.
Hawk was a good fucking linebacker, man. He was good with Green Bay. Him and Clay Matthews together, they were good.
Yeah, Clay Matthews was a problem.
Trust me, he was the Bears. I hate that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Anybody who donned that shit green and yellow, I hate
he was a problem, a massive problem. Yeah. I don't have any problem with this.
I'd say Laurinaitis. I'm not putting AJ Hawk in there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of another one that was massively overrated. Damn.
Oh, you know what? The guy we had, Danny Trevathan.
Oh, Trevathan. Yeah, I thought you were about to go there. I thought you were about to say Urlacher. I was like, oh shit.
Oh no.
Well, yeah.
Urlacher's top 5 greatest middle linebackers of all time.
Yeah. What do you think of Luke Kuechly when he played?
Ooh.
You think he was on Urlacher's level? Because the thing with Urlacher was the first linebacker that I used to hear in MVP conversation since Ray Lewis. He was like a legit contender for MVP.
Yeah. You're talking about Luke. That's the Carolina Panthers kid, right?
Yeah, Luke Kuechly. He had retired early.
Yeah.
But for a good 3-year period, man, he was a damn wrecking crew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
No,
I think
you know what it is. Bart Scott was a good middle linebacker.
Mm.
I liked Bart Scott. Jonathan Vilma, I think, was decent. No, who was the idiot on Kansas City? He was overrated as shit.
Linebacker?
Yeah. I think he was on the Saints as well. Scott Fujita?
Think he was overrated?
Overrated.
I don't think that defense was great.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But when he went there, they were trying to say that Fujita's going to change the fortunes of Kansas City's defense and blah, blah, blah. And I think they got even worse after he showed up.
I don't think Vilma was overrated. I can't lie.
I don't think he was overrated.
D'Amico, maybe. But
maybe. Danny Trevathan's definitely overrated.
Yeah. He's doing well as a coach, though.
The kid who's with Baltimore right now, we let him go to keep Trevathan. He's the best linebacker in the league for me. The young kid on Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
Fuck is his name?
Think he's the best in the league or yeah?
He's led Baltimore Ravens defense in tackles for loss, solo tackles. He's really freaking good. He's been doing it ever since he went there from the Bears. What the fuck is his name?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look him up, but I got
Roquan Smith.
What's his name?
Roquan Smith.
Okay. Did he go to Alabama?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe we drafted him from Alabama. Yeah.
That name sounded familiar like a motherfucker.
He's been an animal since he came into the league. He's been an animal since the Bears drafted him.
Yeah. It looks like they're going home tonight. Well, I'm looking at the score and it don't look good for him. It looks like the the Charlotte Hornets are struggling to beat the damn.
Fuck, 21-point game already.
Yeah, the threes aren't falling. You know, they live by the three. They almost died by it the other night playing Miami.
Well,
You know,
LaMelo Ball's 0 for 6.
yeah, he didn't shoot the ball good the other night too, man. And I think that's when he
He's an all or nothing player. Either he's going to light you up or he's not going to do much.
yeah. So he's like Brett Favre.
Exactly.
He's a gunslinger. Brett Favre was like high risk, high reward. You know, you get 5 touchdowns, but you get 3 picks.
It was all or nothing with it. It was either you maybe won or you lost the game. But it's Favre. Favre to me is, again, he's the most overrated quarterback, because if Favre took care of the ball halfway as good as Rodgers, he could have still been a gunslinger but not have as many interceptions as he's got.
Yeah,
he can't be leading.
Yeah, he can't be leaving the league in them interceptions, man. That's a damning stat. Yeah, but big up, Carl, man. Appreciate you showing off your football knowledge. Yeah, man.
He's a big Patriots fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big Patriots fan.
Brady tax, yeah. Just like I see a lot of men in London walking around with Patrick Mahomes tops on.
Oh yeah,
with they glory hunting asses. I like greatness. I'm like, okay, but but I get it, man. Tom Brady, that boy was moving mountains out here, and he was doing more with less.
Mahomes will never be Brady.
Yeah, the fact that Brady beat him. What was Brady at the time? 46, 47?
No, younger than that. 40, I think he was 42 or 43 when he beat him. When he beat him in that shootout with New England, I believe he was 42. And then when he went with Tampa, I think he was 43 when he beat him.
I thought he had taken a year off, like a full year.
Yeah, I thought he took a year off at 40.
And
then he came back.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think he's overrated at all, man. He gets a lot of stat. Okay, Brady left and won without him, and he hasn't won without Brady. But I think what they did together, it was a perfect marriage that just ended up turning sour in the end there. But yeah, I don't think he's overrated at all. I think he's one of the best managers or one of the best coaches, the league has ever seen. And and big up to Mike Vrabel. He went there. That's some big shoes to follow.
Yep.
And he has done well. Has he resigned yet, or is he going to resign?
I don't think
the little scandal of him being too friendly with the reporter and all that. Man out here ruin their careers for some cheeks, on the side. Yeah, Carl said he sent you some evidence of his Randy Moss jersey. Did he wear 81 when he was in he wore 81 when he was there, wasn't he?
He did wear 81 when he went
on the 81. I think that was a stab at T.O., when he did that. Was like, I'm the real 8. I'm the best wide receiver that wear 81. Big up to Randy.
He is. Moss, for me, the only person who's better than Moss is Jerry Rice for me.
Yeah, Randy was just.
I do love Terrell Owens, man. He may be crazy, he may be a loudmouth, but what's that saying with him? Get your popcorn ready. He's fucking.
Get your popcorn ready. Yeah, but big up, man. So what you telling me for these NBA playoffs, man? The brackets are gonna be set soon. I think Stephen, what's the name? They play tonight. I think they will be Phoenix right? To get the. Goddamn Lee, why is he still awake? Does this guy
big up Lee every fucking time, man?
Yeah, Lee, man. Goddamn. Hey, Lee. I'll message you when I'm done here, man. But big up to everyone chiming in. It's the Around the League show. Me and Mr. ESPN himself, man, who knows it. Big you up, man. Big up to everyone that's popping in for the raid. Fucking Lee. That guy never sleeps. Never ever sleeps.
He don't. He's classic.
But what you say for these? You say Wahaha. If you don't know, he's a massive warrior. But you'll beat the Suns tonight, and then it's a first round clash with the Thunder, and then
they might get gentlemen swept.
Yeah,
They might win one game and then lose the other.
I don't even think they do that, man. I think they get punched up, well and proper punched up. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the Suns will be too much for them. I think they're going home in the first round. I think the Lakers are going home in the first round.
Lakers are definitely going home in the first round.
Yeah. Let me see who. Let me pull up the NBA bracket here.
I think the Sixers are out in the first round.
Sixers, who they got?
Sixers got Boston.
Oh yeah, that's a gentleman's sweep. That's a gentleman's sweep.
You guys should beat the Hawks in 5.
I think it might go 6. I think Cat's gonna have an off game.
You think it goes 6? I think you guys beat them in 5.
Nah, the Knicks have a little bit of Arsenal in them,
Oh,
maybe not even a lot. They have a lot of Arsenal in them. Because I don't think there is a city in the United States that has more Arsenal fans than New York. You know what I mean? There's a lot of Knicks fans who share, Arsenal sentiment just based off the demographics of the people who live there. A lot of Jamaicans, a lot of people from the Caribbean who follow Arsenal. We have a lot of Arsenal in us as Knicks fans, man. So, yeah, I think we'll let a game or two slip. We'll make it more difficult than it needs to be, but I think we'll get through. The series that I'm having trouble calling is the Nuggets and Timberwolves one. That 3-6. I think that one is. I think that goes 7.
That one, to be honest with you,
I think that one goes 7.
I think the Nuggets go 7. I think the Rockets beat the Lakers in 6.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Rockets knock out the Lakers in 6. I think the Nuggets win that one in 7. Spurs and Trailblazers, I think, go 6. If I'm being honest with you, I think Portland might.
I can see that
because I think the Spurs. The question for me with the Spurs is the youth gonna excel or fall apart under the pressure?
Yeah,
that's the question for me with the Spurs, because it's kind of like how Golden State was in 2014. I forgot who they got in the first round, but they blew the doors off them, and then they lost to the Spurs in the second round. But it went 6 games, and they gave the Spurs everything they could handle.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was when the Spurs ended up going and beating 2014. Yeah, that was when they beat the Heat. And then LeBron goes back. Mm-hmm. I don't think the Spurs have enough veterans on that team to know what it takes to get through the playoffs.
So you think the inexperience is a thing? Like, you think the inexperience taxes? Yeah. I hear that shout.
It shows all the time in basketball.
Yeah,
it shows all the time in basketball.
Yeah, they're gonna some growing pains. They're due for some growing pains. Well, they're about to see that those teams that you were blowing away in March. Yeah, at the third quarter, in the regular season, in the third quarter, if a team knows that they're not going to win the game, they know they got another game in 2 days. They're like, fucking in the playoffs. There's no back to backs. It's the best out. I think they'll.
And look at all the teams over the years that had to learn to lose before they won. Happened with Dirk Nowitzki and the Mavericks. Remember, in the early 2000s, that was the most overrated fucking team. They always used to hype up before he went to Phoenix. Steve Nash, Dirk, Michael Finley, all of the Mavericks. The fuck out of here.
Yeah.
They lost so many times between losing in the finals. Then I think it was the following year was the We Believe, when Golden State knocked them out, when it was like the Monte Ellis, Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson, Golden State Warriors knocked them out. It happens all the time in basketball where you got to lose. Look at Toronto. Before they won with Siakam, all them years that they were a good team with DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry.
Yeah.
And they had to learn how to continue to lose, and then eventually they got over the hump. So I think, I could potentially see Spurs losing to the Nuggets in like a 7-game series.
Well, that won't be a surprise to me. Yeah, but I think over on the East, I think we get by the Hawks, whether it's 5 or 6. I think the Celtics will get by, and I also think the Pistons are going to beat whoever they play.
You think you get past the Celtics?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think Celtics beat you guys in 6.
Told you I'm a top Nick. Told you this, man. That's not based on any logic. Any rationale? That's just straight emotion. That's like TJ telling me that we're gonna beat the Man City on Sunday. He said we're winning 2-1, and it's not based in anything. TJ Warren on the American Idiots show. The name of the show is American Idiots, and I'm on there. I'm a permanent member of the American Idiot. You do not want to join that, right?
I might need to join that round.
Yeah, I think that matter of fact, I think we would have beat him last year if he hadn't popped his Achilles. So this year we had the opportunity to show. And then I'll fly to New York and help him vandalize the city. Yeah, that's what I'll
you guys start vandalizing the fucking city after the first
round. You know it. We're a basketball town. Even as great as the Yankees are, we're a basketball town. Now, Boston, as good as the Celtics are, they're a baseball town. You know what I mean? So it's a weird dynamic.
It's the same thing with Chicago. We're a football town.
Yeah.
Like the Cubs, the Cubs was massive when they won the World Series. But if the Bears won a Super Bowl, this city would get burned to the ground. If the Bears won the Super Bowl, this city is doomed.
Yeah.
Because the city and the surrounding areas would be absolutely doomed if the Bears won the Super Bowl. It'd be absolute insanity.
Spurs is playoff heritage. So this bunch, I'm saying, it's just too much inexperience there. Yeah, I think even if they go up with OKC, Shea and all those OKC players, they already know what Wemby has to figure out how to be.
Yeah,
exactly. I think that's the advantage that they have, and I think it would be a little tricky for them.
And let's be honest here, Spurs have had some fuck ups in the playoffs too. Let's not. Heritage when it comes to basketball is different than what it is with football.
Yeah,
it really is. It all depends, because I've seen the San Antonio Spurs be absolutely top dog, and they get beaten 7 games to the Memphis Grizzlies, and this is back when it was the OJ Mayo and Rudy Gay, the Rudy Gay show, and Rudy Gay was hurt for the whole round, and they still knocked him out, and OJ Mayo put on a show. So the Spurs are good for fuck ups in the playoffs too.
Yeah, just go to Miami. They had the game one. They were bringing out the champagne. Yep. Remember that? They were bringing out the champagne, and Greg Popovich, like a pussyo, takes Tim Duncan off and no one to rebound the ball, and it goes to Chris Bosh for the Ray Allen shot. I remember that it was just right here on the crate. Yeah, that's OJ Mayo. You remember them names? You don't remember OJ Mayo when he was in Memphis and that? Yeah, right.
Remember they were saying he was the next Michael Jordan when he was at USC.
Yeah, because he has good handles. He had good handles, but that's about it. He didn't have that.
The only thing that he could handle was the booger sugar.
Yeah. You know what? Flowery said, do y'all rate Joe Mazzulla, or do you think he inherited a good Ime Udoka team and won with No, I think he's really good.
No,
because now they lost their best player, and they could have tanked. Because the NBA is known for tanking.
Yep.
And it was like, nope, we'll go, and they finished above the Knicks, who was supposed to be the best team in the East this year.
Yep.
So yeah, I think Joe has done well. I do think Ime Udoka is a good coach, and I think he's going to bid slap JJ Redick in this round. No Austin Reeves.
Udoka deserves a big name team.
Yeah, he does. I would take him. I was lobbying last year, openly lobbying. I'm like, bro, come on to New York, man. We'll forgive you for what you did to Nia Long. Come on.
Listen, people may think this is blasphemous for me being the Chicago Bulls fan. I think Tom Thibodeau is the most overrated fucking coach in the NBA. He's so overrated. He's so overrated. He's only going to play. Tom Thibodeau is the Mikel Arteta of the fucking NBA.
Yeah, he only plays 7 guys. Only 15 guys to pick from, and only plays 7 guys.
And you got to win. And you got to win within the first 2 years of him there. Otherwise, his defense starts showing cracks, and then you're fucked.
You know what's crazy? When Thibodeau was at New York, there was a point where on the floor one night I looked, and there was Derrick Rose and Taj Gibson on the floor. I'm like, oh shit! This is 2011 fucking Chicago.
Not only that, you had what's his name? Because you took his contract from us when you guys were developing Porzingis.
Oh, Joe?
Joakim Noah, that bum.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we had Joe, Taj Gibson, and Derrick Rose. I'm like, this is in Chicago on the back end of there. I'm like, come on, Tibbs. Yeah, I do think Tibbs. Yeah, Tibbs hype. But you know what? I enjoyed the ride last year while we were tearing up this. But I'm saying, New York. Like we get by. You're gonna hear "Bring on Boston," pray for the Celtics. Now, in reality, the Celtics probably will slap us in the series. Probably slap us.
I think the Celtics got you guys in 6. I think it's a very close series, though. I don't think it's.
I just
if you get past Boston, if somehow you get past Boston, I wouldn't be shocked if that's like where it clicks for what it takes, and you guys could get past Detroit. I think Detroit's got a one hell of a team, but same thing. They gotta learn what it takes to win first.
Yeah,
even though they got a good team. Because I like this Pistons team.
Yeah, who's your coach of the year
for basketball?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Missoula, for exactly what you said. For him to keep them in second place, he's number one. It's either him or the coach from Detroit.
And that's where I'm going. JB, yeah, they're the number one seed. Remember 2 years ago when Monty Williams was there, they lost like 20 games in I forgot the number. They had lost like 30 damn games in a row, bro. Like what the Wizards are doing this year, that was them 2 years ago. Yeah. I think Mitch Johnson gets a shout in San Antonio. Their win ratio went from I know Wemby was gonna be good.
He'd be third.
I thought he was gonna be this good next year.
Mm-hmm.
Bro just skipped the whole season and arrived already. So I give him some credit for that. Taking over from Pop is no easy thing to do. So it's them 3 for me. Either in any order, I wouldn't be upset. But I believe you got the number 1 seed in the East. You've done well. There were people that will vote for Mark Daigneault because they won the most games. When you win the NBA title, you keep your teams together and you go to every arena. You know you're getting every team's best shot and still wrap up the number 1 seed, and then you can rest the final 3-4 games and rest your stars. I think he's done really well. So, big up to him. But yeah, they didn't have to deal with any major injuries like Joe had to. And I think Cade Cunningham had a collapsed lung or something.
Mm-hmm.
Forced him to miss a whole bunch of games, and they still did the bit. So yeah, I'll give him a shout. But bro, couple of predictions that I want to get from you. I'm already did my show this morning where I said we're losing 3-0. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you said for the Arsenal game. I don't know what you any chance it's a 1-0 or lower, or what you say for our game this weekend at our title decider?
I was actually going to say the exact same thing. 3-0 City.
3-0 City.
I just don't see where anything's coming from.
Yeah,
I really don't.
Napoli Lazio.
A shitty 2-1 victory for us.
Shit, I went 1-0 for y'all. I think I'm gonna go 1-0. Roma Atalanta.
Ooh. Honestly, I think I'm going to take a 2-1 Atalanta win. I think Rome's in really bad form. They're really starting to shit the bed right now. I'm going to take a 2-1 Atalanta win.
I went 2-1 Roma just for the fact that they're at home.
They've just been in bad. They've just been in bad form. They've been dropping points.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a big game for both of them because they're both fighting for Europa League. Because I think if Rome loses to Atalanta, I think Atalanta either pulls even or they're 1 point behind to where they could drop Rome into the seventh spot. Yeah, they'll be Atalanta's 1 point. They're 4 points behind. If they beat Rome, they're within 1. And I think if they beat them, their goal differential goes above Rome to where they would just need Rome to drop more points.
Yeah.
Wide open in Serie A for all the European spots right now.
Yeah. Is it La Liga or Serie A that's getting the other 5 slots with us along with the Prem?
No, it's La Liga.
La Liga.
It's La Liga.
Yeah, because
actually, I think it depends.
Because there's no Italian league teams left in the Champions League. I think Fiorentina is the only Italian team left in Europe, no?
Everybody got knocked out. Everybody's out.
Oh, shit. I thought Fiorentina advanced to play Palace.
But
they played. Palace knocked them out. Okay.
Yeah, Palace knocked them out. Yeah, all the Italian teams are out. No, they're not in. I think it's something like if Atletico goes to the finals, if Atletico makes it to the finals and PSG makes it to the finals, it goes to Spain. if Bayern goes to the finals and Arsenal go to the finals, I think it goes to the Bundesliga. I don't think they've still said who's getting the second coefficient, but I definitely know it's us. But at the end, we're gonna have 6 teams in the fucking Champions League.
You got Villa winning that, yeah?
Villa's winning the Europa League.
Yeah. Una masterclass. The Merseyside derby.
Ooh.
It's the game before ours. So
where's it at? Is it at Everton or is it in Liverpool?
It's at Everton. It's at Hill Dickinson Stadium.
Man. That's a tough game, you know.
It is. No Ekitike. Isak's been shit.
Ekitike. They're fucking, and Everton's playing for Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Everton's in what? They're in 8th or 9th?
I think they're 1 or 2 points off a Conference League spot.
No, they're like 1 or 2 points off a Champions League because Chelsea's in 6th.
Yeah. Yeah. So if they win this and Chelsea lose, they go above Chelsea. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, you know what? I'll say, because their record against Liverpool has not been good, even though whatever form Liverpool's in. I'm going to say a draw. I'm going to say a 2-2 draw.
2-1 Everton.
You went 2-1 Everton.
Yeah, I'm going 2-1 Everton. I see Njai cooking the shit out of Frimpong. Whoever they put over that right side. Yeah, they're gonna have a long.
He's gonna show off. He gets Kirkes, it's lights out.
Yeah, he's gonna.
He gets Kirkes, it's lights out.
I really do. I'm not trolling, man. I really think they beat Liverpool. I do. I think they beat them. United, Chelsea at Stamford Bridge.
Ooh.
Big up to all the Raiders who stuck around, people. Make sure that you are subbing to Gianni's channel. His name is in the description of the video.
I want to say it's going to be, you know what, 3-1 United.
Yeah. I'm torn between a 2-1 United and a draw. I see 2 Bruno pens. But yeah, they got suspensions and injuries in their back line, man, United. So I want to, with that into account.
Who's suspended for the game?
The hair puller. Martinez. They got it. And it's violent conduct, you know. So that's 3 games. You're missing 3 games for pulling, man. They should fine him.
Hair puller.
Yeah, bro. You can't be missing 3 games for pulling someone's hair, bro. You know. I know the teams are mad at his teammates are mad as fuck. Like, brother, you know. I don't think Maguire is fit. I don't know. Wahaha will know, but they have some problems.
Maguire's not fit. Yeah. Well, they got Lenny Euro, and is De Ligt still playing, or is he injured?
I think De Ligt's injured as well.
Oh, then maybe you might be right. It might be a draw. No, you know what? I'll say 2-1 United. I'll say 2-1 United. Yeah, okay. 2-1 United. They'll still see it through. Chelsea's in free fall. Chelsea's in fucking free fall.
Yeah. Let me see. Wahaha says, oh, you got another ban. Oh yeah, goddamn. Yeah.
Damn.
They got problems. They got problems.
FA and VAR cooking hard against United.
Yeah. Tottenham, Brighton.
Brighton's gonna smoke the shit out of these guys. 3-0 Brighton.
I'm going 4-1 Brighton. So 3 clear goals for both of us.
Yeah.
I'm saying, hey, Danny Welbeck, you understand the assignment, brother. You are a gunner at heart. Don't fuck this up. I know Liverpool let that man off the hook.
Derby, you're Italian. Finesse them and get out of there.
Oh my days. Yo, listen, Deserby plays good football, but that's not what you need right now. They're too open. They were way too open right now. And Brighton take the game to people, man. Brighton take the goddamn game to everyone who plays them. But big up to men like E. Ross in the building. God damn it.
Maybach music.
Appreciate you coming through, E. Ross. I needed you to calm me down because I'm getting worked up thinking about this goddamn 3-0 that we're getting this weekend. You know what I'm saying? We are getting fist up, and anyone who thinks we're getting the win, I want to hear what you have to say. Where that's coming from. Unless you're on some blind delusion shit like me and the New York Knicks. That must be where that's coming from. But
Bro,
yeah, we know
did you
this.
see that? Did you see that layoff pass that Cherokee gave for Gahey's goal
Yeah,
against?
yeah. He had everybody ball watching, thinking the ball was going to go to Bernardo while he's side eye. That's intelligent football. You know what I'm saying?
He might be my favorite player to watch in the Premier League, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's intelligent football. Because here's the thing: if he gives the ball away there, it's dangerous because they're in an attacking posture, and
Yep.
in an Arteta system, he values ball retention than that risk. So you'll see Odegaard would have played that to Benjamin White out wide. Man, it's like, nah, bro. We're here, have a chance, because when the center back, who's Gahey, is ahead of the 10, there's no cover.
Yep.
So if they turned that over, they would have been in deep shit.
Yep.
So yeah, man, Turkey, come on, man. I hope he has a stinker on Sunday, but nah, he's fresh. He's fresh. He's got 1,300 minutes in the legs. Zubi and Declan Rice are in the red. I don't think they have enough to chase him, but I just think he's gonna pull people out of position. Even if it's close at halftime or 0-0 and we're getting excited, the final was 0-0 at halftime. Pep went in, did his thing, came out, game was over. I think it was 0-0 at Stamford Bridge as well with City and Chelsea. Pep came out, it was game finished 3, could have been a hell of a lot more. So yeah,
I just don't see it. We're here. The positive side of me is that we get out of there with a 1-0 loss, or maybe a 1. If we get out of there with a draw, then it'd be fantastic. But how Arsenal would it be? How typical Arsenal would it be that you go get a result where you need to get a result, but then you drop points in 2 shit games afterwards?
And I said that. I said there is a scenario exists where Arsenal can still win this game of football and still fuck off the league.
Yeah.
Like, with this, it's gonna be a deadline day if any chance, bro. There's not gonna be any breathing room.
How many times has Arsenal throughout the years and all the different years we should have won the league have a big game where we show up and we actually do show up, but the next 3 games we fuck it all up, and then boom, there goes your whole season.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just how it is. Yeah. It's why it's like when people, if we get a point at City, it's over. No, it's not, because Newcastle's still fighting for Europe. Newcastle always plays us tough. And with how they play, with being so focused in the middle, they could run right through our midfield.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Fulham is playing for Europe as well. We got them soon.
And that's the drop of the semifinals. Semifinals is in between Newcastle and Fulham. Then the reverse is Fulham. If you lose, if you get knocked out of the semifinals, you got to pick yourself up and go away to West Ham.
Mm-hmm. Who could still be fighting for relegation at that point, or fighting relegation? So it's beyond Sunday, but Sunday is a massive wall to climb. Big up to the Broski Sues. Yeah, this might be a separate show, man. Well, I think I'll take note of this and we'll do it. We'll probably do this one next week. But yeah, I appreciate the super chat, and we'll
in every position.
Yeah, this will require some thought. I could just you can just go look at one of your lists from one of your who you'd pay to see show.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But yeah, this is a good one, Sue. But we'll probably do that next week, man, because we're already over 2 hours, man. I don't want to keep the broski much longer. So, bro, tell the people what you got coming up, man. I know you had to cancel a couple of shows this week, so the people are looking for you because these streets.
Work kicked my ass. I had to explain to somebody that you can't tie a string on a sprinkler head.
You know how many times when I had to, because at one of my rental properties, right, I have to go out there. Like they call the rental company and be like, "Hey, I can't get out the garage. It's just stuck. The damn safety laser.
Yep,
the shit falls off." And I have to pay someone $80 to go out there because I'm so far away to pick the damn shit up. I don't know what's wrong with people. Who are raising these kids?
Oh, bro.
And these fuckers change a tire, bro.
No.
Yeah, man. Like we need to do like some vocational aptitudes in the schools where we teach these fuckers to change a tire, to fucking basic life shit. Yeah, it should be a course called Basic Life Shit.
Brother, there's guys that I know that don't know how to change out a fucking light bulb.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Can't change a light bulb. Can't change a tire. I'm like, motherfucker, if you can change a light bulb, you can change a spark plug. on a car. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker be taking their car to the dealership to change a spark plug. But are you made of money?
Yeah.
Like, well, are you just like, what are we doing?
If you take it to the dealership just off top, you deserve to get raped for the
Yeah,
price.
and the thing is, the dealership, they'll fuck around and don't even change them. They'll let you pay for 6 new spark plug and drive out with the same old ones.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? These shady mechanics, man. I'm glad that Chat GPT are going to put a lot of these fuckers out of business, you know, because I see people go, hey, Chat GPT, how do I change my alternator? And they give you a step-by-step instructions how to, yeah, E-Ross. It's a whole new generation, man. Whole new generation. Can't change that damn light bulb. Brother, when I went to boot camp, that was the first time in my life I saw a grown man who didn't know how to iron a pants. Like iron. Yeah. Our uniforms, we have to iron it out. My mom did all my ironing. I'm like,
bro. Yeah, where's that?
But yeah, man, tell the people what you got coming up, man, where they can find you. We got 70 people still locked in. Big up to all of y'all who stayed.
Yeah, no, Gianni Talks College Show TV. Probably going to do something maybe Sunday. We'll see. I got family in town, so we'll see what ends up happening with that. But definitely we'll be doing a show Monday and Tuesday next week, as long as work doesn't get in the way. And yeah, Monday we'll probably review everything, but I do think I'll have a call in Sunday after the Man City Arsenal game, unless something comes up. But yeah.
Yeah, you heard it here first, people. And calcio is Italian for football for anyone who don't speak football, speak Italian. Yeah, have to go look that up. Because one thing I don't pretend like I know slang or know shit. If I don't know, I ask. You know what I'm saying? But big up to the chat. Like I said, people, everyone who was here, make sure that you are subbing to G. You will not be sorry that you sub to this brother's channel. I promise you. That's why. You know, he's a valued guest, a valued member of these YouTube streets. Because there aren't too many people where I can do the show with called Around the Leagues. And we go around the leagues and actually speak fluently and copiously about football, basketball, baseball, and all them other something there, yeah? And they should watch Arteta's motivational speeches to learn about light bulbs. They'll fuck around and get electrocuted.
They'll get lit up like a Christmas tree.
You know what I'm saying? It's bad, but listen, big up to you, absolute legends, man. People, like I always say, though, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone.
I'm on that good cushion alcohol. Hate this kid with all the ice on in the boat. She feel my mind with ideas.